Guys, coming around this one right here, we done got something slishy, but B1, B freestyle, you got everything else, just with the B style, and just with B1, especially, I like that of a mixture, with his whole name and just with the B1 and his whole name, and you got the B style. And just this whole thing coming into it, especially with the music video and everything else. But B1 coming into the whole thing, especially with B1 and him having his whole thing. But just with the B style and all the other classics. But you got B1.
Bro, it's BK, you know.
This ain't no freestyle, it's just B-style. Make racks in the booth for a tea house. Still one can catch them on the rebound. Aye, bro, just lean out, watch my dash when the thing gets beat out. Aye. Still do push bike on the strip, might hit more leaves, grab a 2-2 wing. That's right. And tell boss man hold that change, cause you done boss man, no my pockets are fit. My brother. Now we just thumb through chips, no time for a chip, got a pack, get flipped. Still yink that, are you now we no my pockets are fit. My brother. Now we just thumb through chips, no time for a chip, got a pack, get flipped. Still yink that, are you taking the piss? I can show you a trick, watch the flick.
Oh, still ying that, still taking a flick, still taking a piss, and the whole thing. Like, hey, even the thing, coming towards the whole thing. Like, hey, I like those flicks of those, I like those twinning things, like those twinning things, especially them clones. When you start seeing those flicks and you start seeing those, that's some different type of, Janet's like that's some TikTok type of stuff. Like even the moves and the real moves, like true, the way the thing is whole glitching and mensurable, like it's everything is just roachable.
Of the wrist. And this on a brilliant brain, or she goes down low and she ties her braids up. These pagans need to get their cake up, sitting down vexed cause their bro got shaved up. Chase the bag and their man chase clout, so don't get us mixed up like chaser. And bro try give him a shape up, now the whole ends come perry like Paymo. Aye bro, this one pretty but a vibe come dead and you know man's picky. And I knew I shouldn't take that kitty, cause now phone keeps saying use a busy. Nowadays everyone litty and drippy, they do it for the culture, lippy and tricky. She said her my man's giddy, so you know Donny got something no hickey. This ain't no freestyle, bitch it's B-style. Make racks in the booth for a tea house. The Wiggers know what her my man's giddy, so you know Donny got something no hickey. This ain't no freestyle, bitch it's B-style. Make racks in the booth for a tea house. The Wiggers know what we bout, still want cap, catch them on the rebound.
Ooh, and the whole thing, like even as I didn't catch that one little sip of the bar, like he said, the pagans know that we doing our whole little thing. This ain't no B style. This is the Hey, this ain't no freestyle. This is the B style. Even with that whole thing coming to it, like the whole thing, especially the whole thing is standing to comes from a different standing piece. Of the whole thing, especially with the whole thing, like shoots, like especially a lot of these lyrics and these just vocals, they just be killing miss them. Like you can't even miss a bar or in fist.
I bro, just lean out, watch man dash when the thing gets beat out. You thought your girl was exclusive, she done got beat. I guess she at least now, this ain't no freestyle, they just B-style. Make racks in the booth for a tea house. The Wiggers know what we bout, still want cap, catch them on the rebound. I bro, just lean out, watch man dash when the thing gets beat out. You thought your girl was exclusive, she done got beat. I guess she at least now. Bro's telling me that I'm too cold, then I soon blow, I just told him who knows. She keeps asking me why I got two phones, babe stop capping, we both know you know. Right on waist and I'm MB studio with a bandana on my head like Naruto. I'm tryna chop this pack, no judo. And boys tryna let it rain there, no Rudolph. I want readies, pronto. You know that I need that pronto. More time in the trap, got it ongoing. Bro just made a few racks for Monzo. Right now I'm just tryna do me. How the fuck does my name come up in your convo? I got sweet like E or me. She got fat back off white hot combo. TTBH out like this big. I like my slim with a back and hips. And I hate when a friend try cop block the thing and that one's built like a fridge. Star dogs killing out people, them man talk shit, but they ain't no piss. More time it's a rams on hip on my Gucci bags containing the fruit.
Oh, and the whole thing, like, hey, the whole thing taking a flick too, especially everything taking a flick, everything, it's coming away, like the whole thing, it's just the way the whole thing is set up and across rated is just inflicty, like the whole thing is already flick, and the way this whole thing is, slishing and everything else, it comes in with a flish, especially with his whole style, like his whole style and his whole thing coming into it, like he got a styleness of, of the whole, game changer of him having his whole style, the way his lyrics is, and the way everything else is, slashing too. Like everything is like he's flashing some type of, order. The way he just, figuring different, manifestations and all this stuff. Cause it's the whole thing is already playing out. It's playing out cold and slivery.
This ain't no freestyle, it's just Beestyle. Make racks in the booth for tea house. The Wiggers know what we bout. Still want catch them on the rebound. I bro, just lean out. Watch man dash when the thing gets beat out. You thought your girl was exclusive, she done got beat. I guess she at least out. This ain't no freestyle, it's just Beestyle. Make racks in the booth for tea house. The Wiggers know what we bout. Still want catch them on the rebound. I bro, just lean out. Watch man dash when the thing gets beat out. You thought your girl was exclusive, she done got beat. I guess she at least out one.
Okay, I wasn't even expecting this one though right here and everything goes, but make sure you guys definitely go streaming on all platforms. So most definitely, but just with everything else, make sure you guys go at him and everything else. Especially with this B1 B style and everything else coming into it. Especially with this whole thing. Because I wasn't even seeing this whole thing. This was a clever one. Since clever one. And everything else, but just with the B1 and the B style, coming into it, can't miss him out. But he was really taking a spec, where the whole thing was already flat flishing and everything else. Like he didn't flooded the whole song already. So, but make sure you guys definitely go check this out. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, everything else, and make sure you guys go do everything. But just with this one,